Welcome to the first episode of my EK build. This is my 1997 Honda Civic Hatchback CX. I bought this car in March of last year, and I bought it bone stock with the original D16Y7 motor with about 240,000 miles on it. Now I've already done a little bit of upgrades since I bought the car, like S3 coilovers, PCI front camber kits, K-Tune rear camber kits, a Brit bucket seat, Mode Parfum rear wing, and Kose K1 wheels wrapped in Falcon tires. In this video, we're going to be overhauling the whole brake system, going from the stock CX brakes to SI brakes. Also, we're going to be upgrading some bushings and some suspension components. It's a lot to do, so let's get started.
Oh shoot! Oh, my bad, my bad. Gotta have some fun, baby. Take it off. You gotta support it, okay?
Boom! Out with the old baby. Trailing arm number 2. All right, so while the guy's rating, I'm gonna be working on the rear trailing arms since it's already out of the car. We gotta put on the rear spherical trailing arm bushings and also the spherical toe links. So what we gotta do with the trailing arm bushings is line up the holes and drill a hole into the trailing arm, and that gets bolted in. So typically PCI sends you a template with this, but I didn't get one, so we're using the actual trailing arm bushing to find the center of the holes. What's nice about these trailing arm bushings is that it has the arrow pointing up for the orientation, so you don't get it wrong. All right, while I was doing the trailing arm bushings, Drew went ahead and put on the toe links on both of the trailing arms. So got these in, now we just gotta put it back on. Also, while I was doing the trailing arm bushings, Drew took off the other camber kits and put on the PCI rear cambers.
For Viet's car, we decided to go with the PCI setup. It replaces all the factory bushings for the spherical bearing setup. We decided to go spherical because the harder rubber bushing is more for refreshing a daily driver. This is more of a truck build. It helps with cornering, flexing, and just keeping everything nice and tight and predictable.
So right now we're installing the brakes for the rear subframe. I also got sway bars for the car, but we ran into an issue where the sway bar couldn't clear the exhaust. I'm gonna leave off the sway bar for now, wait until I do my motor swap and my exhaust, and then I will get that fitted on so it will clear the sway bar.
So this is a new product from PCI. It's called toe cam lock adjuster. Basically, you mount this on a stock location, and you can adjust your toe from while the car's on the ground. Just turn the wrench on it, turn it.
So we're pretty much done with everything underneath the car. We're gonna lower the car down so we can change out the brake booster and master cylinder and the prop valve. Then we gotta bleed the brakes and then put the wheels back on and we're done. All right, so the car's pretty much done, but since we did change out a lot of the suspension parts, it does need to get realigned. So I got my buddy Jay here from Southwave Auto Service. He's gonna be helping me out with getting the ride height dialed in, plus getting the alignment ready for our Chuckwalla event in October.
Using this system with the wheels off, you don't have any tire deflection, so the tires are on the floor. With the platforms all leveled from each other into the floor, that ensures the accuracy. Things are still done analogically compared to you go to a hunter rack and they're all through computerized lasers and things like that. I find that this works best for me and how I set up the cars for my customers. It just works well. So we have these Pro Hub stands from NP Parts from Europe. We choose this type of system mainly because it has ease of access to the suspension arms, the suspension shock, everything that we need to gain access to adjust. So we have this little laser here that helps us level all the leveling pads so that every pad is completely leveled from each other and also, as well as from the floor. That ensures that every suspension shock is completely uniform to each other. So here we have a camber gauge, this little guy here. We put it right here to read what camber we set the car at. Here we go. Then right here are two lasers that go from front to rear, and you read this little ruler here and you get your toe measurements here.
So Jay took the car out for a little test drive, checking the alignment, making sure it's all good. But that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like this kind of content, please give us a like, comment down below, let us know what you guys think. Also wanted to give a special shout out to the guys at PCI, my buddy Jay for doing the alignment. But yeah, I'm super excited to take this car out to Chuckwalla to see how it feels. So that's it. See you guys next time.